astronaut for NASA Earthrise perishes in jet crash at age 90. Bill Anders, an Apollo 8 astronaut and the photographer of one of the most well-known space photos, passed away in a plane crash at the age of 90. According to officials, the tiny plane he was piloting went down in the ocean near Washington state. Greg, Anders' son, announced on Friday afternoon that his father's body had been found. The family is inconsolable. He flew really well. According to a family statement, he will be missed. One of the most enduring and inspirational pictures of Earth taken from orbit is the famous Earthrise picture, which was taken by Anders, a lunar module pilot on the Apollo 8 mission. Captured on Christmas Eve in 1968 during the historic mission, the first crewed space trip to depart Earth and arrive to the Moon. The image depicts the planet rising from the arid lunar plain above the horizon. It was later described by Anders as his most important space program contribution. Earth Day is an annual celebration that promotes activism and awareness of caring for the world. The image is largely recognized for inspiring the global environmental movement. We came all this way to explore the Moon, and the most important thing that we discovered was the Earth, Anders remarked, speaking about the event. Anders' plane crashed at approximately 11:40 PDT 1940 BST, according to officials. The year-old pilot was operating a Beechcraft AA-45, commonly referred to as a T-34, according to the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB. According to the CIA, the jet went down roughly 80 feet 25 meters off the coast of Jones Island. As seen, Philip Person reported on the crash to Seattle's King TV. He informed the network that the plane started executing what looked like a loop and then inverted. Person told the local TV channel, "I was in disbelief at what I was seeing. It appeared as though it were from a special effects or motion picture." Alongside the massive explosion, fire, and everything else, the purportedly obtained footage of the plane crash seems to depict an attempt to land just before the craft hits the water's surface and catches fire. In addition, Anders flew backup for the Apollo 11 mission, which was responsible for the historic first landing on the Moon on July 2004, 1969. After Anders retired from the space program in 1969, he spent several decades primarily employed in the aerospace sector. He also spent a year in the 1970s serving as the U.S. ambassador to Norway. However, the Apollo 8 mission and the famous space shot he captured are what people most remember him for. Bill Anders gave humanity one of the greatest gifts an astronaut can provide in 1968 during Apollo 8. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson stated in a statement, "He went to the Moon's edge and enabled all of us see something else ourselves." He said he took it after receiving a little bit of photography training in an earlier interview. "We were in reverse orbit around the Moon, traveling backwards, so for the first few revolutions we could not see Earth. Then, we twisted the spacecraft to face forward, and all of a sudden, I saw this color out of the corner of my eye. It was startling, so I just took a shot, moved it, took a shot, moved it." In a post on X, the former Twitter platform, Mark Kelly, a former astronaut and current U.S. Senator from Arizona, stated that Anders inspired me and generations of astronauts and explorers. "I'm thinking of his friends and family.